welcome. This is Dee from crystalcraftswithdee. Welcome to my next cross stitch update, which I do monthly, except for I did not do one for August, and that was because I was unwell and wasn't really up to talking, let alone coughing and sputtering and stuff. So I've just delayed it until this month. So I've got a couple here to show you that I've been doing. But before I get to that, I just want to show you what I am working on with my larger projects. I bought a new cross stitch frame and stand, so I'm going to cut to that in a second and show you what I use for that. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is my new cross stitch stand and frame. So I got this one off of eBay, and I absolutely love it. So I've got a couple of projects on there at the moment, but I wanted to show you sort of how I set this up because I don't use it like most people do. But anyway, I'll zoom you in a bit closer. So on here I've got, this is my poppies that I'm working on at the moment, and I just sort of hang the threads up there. So I'll take them off so you can see a bit better, and I'll chuck them over there. Okay, so I've got that on there, and then I've got my counted cross stitch. This is what I use my frame for the most, is the counted cross stitch. Because what I find with this is I can hang up the chart, which at the moment I'm doing a diamond painting converted to cross stitch. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. And instead of having to sort of bounce from the chart then onto my fabric, and then the chart, and then my fabric, I have this up like that, and it's so easy. I can look and say, okay, I got 3 of that color, bring it over here, 3 of that color. So much easier. But that's sort of what I've gotten up to at the moment. I'll just get down, there we go. So that's what I've got done at the moment. I haven't really had much progress with it. I've just done that purple on the right hand side. That background sort of bit, which is that bit over there. But it's going to turn out absolutely beautifully. And then what I do is, like, I've got my fabric there, and these just sort of clamp in like so, and you can tighten it or loosen it as you want. And then I've just got the colors hanging on the edge there on my little ring clip. And then over here, so I have that one going all the time. And then over here I have one of the stamped ones that I work on that are a little bit bigger, but I don't actually clamp it in because I need to take it in and out. Sorry, I'm crawling over. I just use bulldog clips, fold back clips, just to fold that over, and that way I can take it on and off as much as I need to. Oops, I can't get it off now. Yeah, so I just clip it on there, one on each side. Down the bottom there, I just clip it on like that. Then I can take it on and off without having to struggle, because I really struggle with these things. They're great, and they've given you the ribbon so you can easily sort of pull these plastic bits off, but that I just still struggle with it. So I just put bulldog clips on it, and that works perfect for me. So that's my new little purchase that I got, and I absolutely love it. So I will zoom you back out again. I'm standing up, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, so that's my fantastic, it's basic, but it works really, really well. Oh, and also I'll show you too, you can sort of move, oops, you can move that up and down, sorry. But you can spin that around and tighten up the wing nuts, that sort of thing. So you can flip it over as much as you want. But yes, I love this stand. Sorry about the shaky hands. That's my latest purchase. Love it. All right, I'll get back to all the projects that I've been working on in the last 2 months. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, back to the update. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the really cool frame and stand that I got from eBay. It didn't cost very much, and it has just made my life so much easier. So back to our update. I am starting off with a finish. So I have finished this gorgeous, beautiful River Valley 4 Seasons winter. This is a Joy Sunday kit that was sent out to me for review by Everydayedeals, and it is all done It's 31 centimeters by 31 centimeters, 14 count. This was so much fun to do. I'll just plonk him over there. Get my colors out of the way. And I'm all finished. So this was actually lots of fun to do. I just kind of sat there and just zoomed right through it. So it didn't take me a long time, and it was really good because you had these big sort of sections that you could do. So I could just, you know, knock out a whole bunch of big areas and just sort of work on that. I love the colors that they've used. I love the shading. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So I'll bring it a bit closer, but just the detail and the shading, and there's only 12 colors. So they've really used them really well. And you got that gorgeous shading in the snow, shading in the trees and the snow. How beautiful is that? Really gorgeous colors. Right through into your moonlight and your stars in the sky, your clouds. Absolutely love that. Colors are really, really pretty. The symbols were nice and easy to read. This was just a lot of fun to do. And I love the shape. I love the circle. So the other seasons in this series, I'm hoping to get a couple more because I just love that circular shape. I think it's really effective. But gee, didn't that turn out pretty? Really, really pretty. Canvas nice and soft. Very, very well printed, as you can see by those symbols. Very well printed. This is a perfect project for beginners. There's no back stitch. It's all full stitch. Very easy symbols to read. And you got some detail in here, and then you got big blocks up there. So it was really, really good. Very nice, nicely balanced. But didn't that turn out so pretty? Oh, I love it. And the back, bit messy, but you know, bit messy. Doesn't really matter. A lot of stitches, but it didn't really take me that long. But didn't that turn out absolutely gorgeous? So the leftover threads, pop them up there. So the leftover threads there on this card, it was very easy to read and cross-reference your symbols. I have plenty there. Gorgeous colors. Plenty there. Only one that I got sort of low, but I didn't really need much of it. There's the brown that was in the trunks of the trees, but as you can see there, lots left over. Nice and soft, nice and long, beautiful threads. So absolutely gorgeous. So that is my beautiful winter season from Everydayedeals. Okay, on to the next one. So a new start. Autumn is coming, so I've decided to start this one. This is a Soul of Autumn. This is a 14 count stamped Ada, and it is 50 by 33 centimeters. Joy Sunday kit. And this one was sent out to me for review by DIYDigitalArt. I've been wanting this one for a long, long time, and as soon as I got it, I started it. I love how the design is framed, like you've got this little frame that goes along here. I love that. I love the leaves that sort of come out of the frame and the wheel that comes out of the frame. I just think it's an absolutely beautiful image. So I've started on this one, and I've just, pop that over there. I've just done this one section here, just to show you how these colors go together, if I had any issues, that sort of thing. I think the shading is absolutely beautiful. There are 48 colors in this cross stitch, which is a lot. So you know you're going to get some really beautiful shading in there. I haven't come across any confetti yet. I have had a little bit of detail in here, but no confetti. So this is a great beginner's project as well. It does have backstitch in it, but there's not much. So, and there's 48 full stitches, 1 half stitch. And I'll just show you up close. So that's the section that I did. And you can see the, I just love the pumpkins. The shading in those is just beautiful. And the stone wall behind the wheel, really beautiful. Those gorgeous flowers, really beautiful autumn colors. So in that wheel there is a lot of backstitch. So that's your majority of your backstitching is in that wheel. So if I can fold this up a bit. So up here I have not backstitched because I have to add more stitches, full stitches around it before I can backstitch over the top. So that's why that isn't backstitched. But I've done all the way around here and all on the inside and stuff. So I don't know if that's coming up all right. That sort of took me the longest time to do, just simply because there's a lot in there, but also because you're doing a dark color over dark colors. Sometimes it's hard to see if you put that backstitch line in there or not. But anyway, I think it's very effective, the backstitching. So the only backstitching on this is the wheel. And then over here you've got the handrail of the stairs and a little bit on the tree. That is it. So the majority of it is on that wheel. But I think that turned out absolutely beautiful. I love the colors. Beautiful soft greens in there. Just really, really pretty. And then up the top here, I did a little bit of half stitching to show you how that came up. Of course, it'll look a little bit better once you wash your stamped canvas, but that's your half stitch there. And there's a little bit more up the top there when I get to it. So yeah, that's my Soul of Autumn. I think that's absolutely stunning. Really, really pretty. So the symbols were very easy to see. As you can see, like the blue and the pinks there, really clear. But when you've got 48 colors, some of the symbols are going to start looking the same. So I did have to refer to my chart a few times, and that's why you have the chart, so that if you're not sure about anything, it's right there on that chart. So I had issues like, where is it? So color 37 is that purple O, and then you've got this purpley pink O over here. So you can tell they look different, but when they're in with a whole mess of other symbols, sometimes you're like, wait, is that the pinky purple one or is it the purple one? So I had to check the chart on those two. And the other ones, so you have this reddish pink symbol, and then you've got this pink. And they do look similar, because when you actually see some of these colors and they have other colors next to them, it influences the way you see it. So sometimes they look a little bit more pinky or reddy depending on the colors that surround it. So I had a little bit of trouble with those two, but again, I checked my chart and it was no problem at all. So that was the only problem. But you can see those symbols are printed very well. It's just that when you have that many symbols, they're going to start looking like one another. There's your backstitching colors there. So you do have a few, 6 different colors. And then there's your half stitch symbol. And that's just in the sky. So there you go. There's my beautiful DIY digital art Soul of Autumn. That came up absolutely beautifully. The colors. So it came on 2 cards. There. Came on 2 cards. Love these colors. Absolutely beautiful. Soft. They're long. Really beautiful to work with. Gorgeous. It was those ones and this card here. So there's a fair few on there. But just look at those colors. Beautiful autumn colors. Really, really good to work with too. So absolutely gorgeous. So that is my beautiful Soul of Autumn. So he can go up the top there. And last but not least, I've started on this one in the theme of autumn. I started my autumn sampler. So this is another series as well, seasons series. I think I've got all of them. Oh no, maybe there's one I don't have. Anyway, I'm trying to get them all, because what I want to do is do them and then frame all 4 of them together in one frame. So I started with autumn. So this is a gorgeous sampler. This one was sent to me for review by gbfke. Absolutely beautiful autumn colors. I love the pumpkin and the Eiffel Tower. Really, really pretty. Now this does have backstitch in it. It's not a lot. You have a little bit there on this scarecrow's mouth, the post, and you've got the word dragonfly. So with the word dragonfly, that is not actually stamped on your canvas. So you will have to count and cross stitch that. It would have been easier if they stamped it on there, but if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can always leave that out, but it does look good in there. Same with the others. If you don't want to backstitch those, it's not going to be a big deal. So if you're, one of these people that don't like doing backstitch, that's fair enough. You can get away with it on this one, I think, but it does look better with it on there, and it's not that hard. So love the colors on that. You do have your chart, so it's very easy to read. And I've just been working on this so it curls up, because that's how I work. Curl it up like that, and then I usually work from the side, but I went from the bottom for some reason. Yeah, that's how I work. I've been trying to use a frame, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get used to it. I've always done it this way. So anyway, it's coming along really good. So there's your dragonfly lettering up there. So on 14 count Ada, you use 2 strands for your full stitches, and you use 1 strand for your back stitch. And that's how it came up. So it looks really good. But again, if you didn't want that on there, you don't need to put it on there. So that's what it looks like. And I've done little bits. So I've kind of done the top there. I've done the coffee pot. I did that today. Almost done with the envelope. And then down here, like I completely did that section there with the pumpkin and the acorns and the Eiffel Tower. You can see how beautifully those colors have come up. Really beautiful shading. So there's 22 colors in this project. That's come up absolutely beautifully. So Eiffel Tower, and then I've done the leaf and this bit in the middle here. So I just need to do little bits here to kind of finish them off. So I sort of started off with this section, and then I've sort of moved on, and now what I'm doing is just sort of finishing out colors. So I'm picking a color and then just doing it on the whole lot, and then eliminating that color, then doing another one. So I've tried to do all the grays. That's why he's almost done. He's almost done. I just need to do like the black around. That pink symbol's black, I think. So that'll be the next one I'm working on. So that dark gray, I've just got a little bit more on his wings, and that's it. So I'm just sort of, eliminating colors at the moment. So that's why there's bits and pieces done, but I think that's come up really, really nice. Really, really pretty. And on the back, see all my chicken scratches. It's not too bad, a little bit messy. Coming up good. And you can just see these areas where I've traveled across. I'm not worried about that because it will actually be covered up once I do the stitches on the front. Yeah, getting there. But that's coming up absolutely beautifully. And this canvas is actually really soft. Really, really good to work on. That's coming up beautifully. I love these little flowers. The bits of purple in that, I really like it. Like around the frame and that. So it's coming along really, really good. So I can't wait to finish that. So isn't that gorgeous? So I'll show you the colors. I'm working on this one at the moment. That's that dark gray. I just sort of leave that out while I'm working on it, so I can remember what I'm working on. But anyway, it sort of came like that. And then I've just, the symbols on the graph, I've just put the letters on the top there just so I can cross-reference it a bit easier. But you can see those colors are just beautiful. Beautiful colors, nice and soft, nice and long. So what I do is, because I get distracted very often, when I work on a color, I actually take the whole lot out. So I'm working on color 15 at the moment. I take the whole lot out, and then, because I stop and start, and then I come back, and then I go to put it back, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what color was I working on? So I can see, oh, it's the one that's not in there. I get distracted a lot. So that works for me. But anyway, that's why that's not in there. But yeah, look at those colors. Beautiful autumn colors. Just gorgeous. Alrighty, so I'll pop him back there. So that's what I have been working on August and September. I've got my beautiful autumn sampler from gbfke. I have my gorgeous Soul of Autumn, and that one is from DIYDigitalArt. And I have a finish, which is this gorgeous snow forest from, put them under there, the winter scene from Everydayedeals. So 3 absolutely beautiful cross-stitch kits. They have just been so good to work with, and they're coming along really, really beautifully. I'm wrapped. I got this one done. Yeah, so that's what's been keeping me busy for the last 8 weeks or so. Been sort of scurrying along doing this. So yeah, but absolutely wrapped. And I got more coming for my next cross-stitch update next month. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. I want to thank each of these companies very much for sending these out to me for review. There's Everydayedeals, DIYDigitalArt, and gbfke. I will have links to these products in the description box below if you're interested. But yes, super wrapped with these guys, and keep your eyes peeled for when I finish these guys off in the not too distant future. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!